about our project. It was called Inclusive Schoolyards, and it was selected as one of the finalist projects for the new European Bauhaus Prizes in 2023, among more than 1,000 applications. So it was already a very big distinction for us, although we didn't manage to get a prize. I am Eva Grigoriadou. I'm architect and founding director of URBANA. A few words about our organization. We are an organization that has in our core the interdisciplinary approach. We are architects, urban planners, social and political scientists. We function under the status of a civil non-profit partnership. We are an NGO. And the organization was founded in 2019 in Athens, Greece. Our main objective is to guarantee the right to the city for all, giving a particular emphasis to more vulnerable social groups like children, teenagers, older people, women, who didn't have this active participation in the city-making processes during the last decades. So our core values are participation, inclusion, and the feminist approach that we bring to all our projects, because we understand that our gender also affects the way we live in our cities and our neighborhoods. My slides are moving, right? Okay, thank you.
Yes.
Well, thank you. So the Inclusive Schoolyards project, the idea of the project is that when we observe the schoolyards of the primary schools in Greece and also in other European countries, what we observe is that almost 70% of the area of the schoolyard is dedicated to sports activities, mainly football or basketball, while an average of 30% of the periphery of the schoolyard is for other activities. This also has some gender relations, as we observe that it's mainly boys who prefer participating in sports activities, especially football, while girls prefer to stay at the periphery and having less opportunities to play, less infrastructure, and they become observers of what's happening in the center of the schoolyard. So we have developed a methodology where we want to support the school communities, the teachers and the students to observe what's happening in the schoolyard. What are the dynamics? What are the hierarchies that exist in there? How do all children feel, and where do they like to play, where they don't like to play? Our approach is very participatory. We have developed some tools in order to empower the children themselves to become researchers of the schoolyards and see with their own eyes what's happening, and at a later stage to make suggestions. So here we started with a group of students of the 5th grade. It's around 10, 11 years old students, and we asked them to make some drawings of the schoolyard and to show us the places that they like, the places that they don't like, and start a conversation around these things. And then we have also developed some tools that we give to the children, and they become the researchers of the schoolyard. For example, here we had printed out the plan of the schoolyard on a big paper. They put it on a shared space, and they asked all the students from all the classes of their school, where are the places that they like to play, what are the places that they don't like to play. And this is how they also started discussing about this daily life in the schoolyard with their peers. This was very empowering and inspiring for the students themselves, because they became responsible to make this kind of research in their school, and they came back to the classroom with some very eye-opening observations. They realized that they were impressed that although many of them do play in the schoolyard and they enjoy the schoolyard, there are some other children that don't have a place to play and they feel sad. And they also started observing some gender-related issues, where in a specific area of the schoolyard, the boys didn't want the girls to play there with them or to share the space with them. So it was very empowering for the students to have made these observations by themselves, and they wanted to act, to make things better. So at the next step, we started making some drawings with the children. They also made some beautiful 3D models with ideas of what could change in the schoolyard in order to accommodate more needs and desires of children of different ages, different genders, and so on. And we took these ideas from the children, these models, the sketches that they had, and in collaboration with the architecture studio of Amalia Stratou, we elaborated some technical architectural drawings. And we were very lucky because we managed to receive a fund from Polko Foundation here in Greece in order to actually construct these changes that the children wanted in the schoolyard. So here we see how this part of the schoolyard that we worked was before the interventions, and we also have some testimonies of the teachers that participated in the project. Here the director of the school is saying that the schoolyard before, it was like without having any real purpose, and the children were just running back and forth, and they were bored, and this boredom often turned into arguments. And after the intervention, coming up from the ideas of the children themselves, now the teachers are saying that the schoolyard has a pedagogical character. There are different areas that accommodate a variety of games and activities, and the children are generally enjoying their break time. So the interventions that we did were very, very simple. Also, our budget was very limited, but we put, you see, some very basic and simple things like a wooden structure, like a home structure, these wooden circles that they could use to make balance games or to use as seating. We also put these shades, some blackboard surfaces where they can draw, and something very, very simple that was not in there before, a table where they could sit all around and do their homework, discuss or read a book. Here is also another spot of the school year before. Also, I have to say that the teachers before, they were a bit hesitant to make some changes. They were afraid that maybe some accidents will occur. But after the interventions here, for example, we put this balance rope. They see that now that the children have some specific activities to do in there, they are more careful, and they play with much more awareness. So this project, as I said at the beginning, was selected as one of the finalist projects for the new European Bauhaus, and we had the opportunity to go to the NEB event in Brussels, and there we met some other very, very inspiring projects around Europe, and we also engaged in several workshops that aim to reinforce this NEB community across our countries. And here I have a video from the project. Unfortunately, we checked it before, it's not playing, but I can share the link on the chat, and you can all see it on YouTube. So that was it from me. It was very, very short. I hope it was inspiring, or at least we can see now how, at least in our case, we used these NEB values to create actually a small project that has a real impact in the everyday life of the students here in Greece. Thank you very much. I'm sending you the link of the video now on the chat.
Mrs. Grigoriadou, thank you very much.